Well, I do hope we have a good game. After all, it's game 3 between Liquid and Brame. After Brame did indeed prove that they can bring down Liquid at least once. Let's see if they can do it again. Kyle, you believe their draft? Seems like our panel certainly did.
I think so. On paper, it definitely looks like they have all the answers. Void best answered by Hex mechanics. They've got one. And then also a hard save for the Chronosphere to target. Very concerned. Liquid, this is kind of their bread and butter style, though. You know, semi-independent cores, active supports with a ton of disable. They can outplay Brame, no question. But the Void's damage in Chrono is limited. There's no steroid for him. And the team fight and sustain of Brame is quite strong.
You know, when I saw the first 3 picks of Liquid, I really thought they were going to go for an Invoker. For Quaswix Invoker, Sumail Invoker as well, where you had that, you could have had that style of what OG saw, right? Where they just give a bunch of buffs. I believe they had both Grimstroke and Invoker in that situation, where they gave him Alacrity and they gave him Inkswell, and he just went in and went ham.
Poor dear.
Instead, they didn't get any more steroids.
This is going to be way more of the one-man show. Sumail on his puck should have a decent time against the Death Prophet mid, but I think he's going to have an incredible time to take this win.
Gonna go ahead. He already stealing away so much damage away from Focus. They're going to chase him down. Yeah, Sumail, he's going to get the last couple of shots in. That should be enough, indeed. First blood. And Koifa barely managing to dodge death there. Snowman's going to be run down as well. There's going to be 2 kills. Fortunately, Spartan was able to get that kill onto Koifa. He's out in no man's land. They make sure to give the kill on going into Mikke.
Yep, really well done. Immediate TPs to top lane, catching the creeps. Works out quite well for Liquid, especially since first blood went to Sumail. Did he? Oh, and he rushed a null, didn't he? Yeah, I like that decision a lot. No need to get a fast bottle, get the extra stats.
And there it is. Spartan getting the kill on the off lane. Koifa, once again, we're going to see Koifa playing a mid laner in the off lane position. Something that I'm sure we're going to get more and more well accustomed to.
Starting the game with the fluffy hat.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I dig that, because you're not dying to right clicks, right? It'll be the Oracle burst damage with the spin. So now you just link during spin and you're going to be quite strong. I can dig it.
A good Spartan challenging Koifa. He knows that the Razor needs to be able to stick on top of the Juggernaut and feel comfortable doing so in order to win this lane. Spartan just always making sure Koifa's a bit low on health. And to secure these last hits, are going to actually go for an aggressive kill onto Koifa here. Koifa starts taking away the damage. It's going to go into the tower range of a Koifa. Is he dead? Oh, the last shot comes in from Spartan. Fortunately, it's a long range. The Purifying Flames is able to secure the kill.
I think you'll take that if you're Koifa, though. You get all these creeps coming into tower as you respawn. You've got all the mana of Oracle, so Spartan's really no longer a hero in this lane unless he gets regen.
Here I am.
Yeah, jumping over for the water runes. Wish we'll take the one on the other side.
Yeah, be careful though. Sumail's looking to orbit.
Look out!
A little late on that dodge there, my man. Still coming back in the swing of things.
Meanwhile, we on the other side of things, Skylark, the offlaner for Brame, Centaur for the 3rd game.
Something understated from that last game was, keep in mind, Mikke on Spectre got absolutely destroyed in lane.
Yep.
And if there's anything I think Liquid change here, it's making sure that they'll have a better time in the safe lane. Yeah, Spartan is going to die. It's a product of having not nearly enough mana or HP to sustain. But, you know, that was a 6-0 Spectre to 27-15 Centaur. So that really didn't... Like, it was as bad for Liquid as possible, really. This is already looking much more promising. 3-minute runes. A nice ward, though, placed. You can see they're going to spot the rotation of the Earth Spirit. This is very prescient. Whenever you're playing against an active mid, and, no, the one down there by Brown. Yeah, that one. That's the, when you have an active 4 position roaming, you need this defensive ward more than you need high ground vision.
Thank you, my beauties.
Spartan shows himself, and immediately Taiga tries to go for the roll, but misses. Ends up in tower range too, so that's a little awkward. Battling it out, Mickey. Given the ink swell, he is going to be stomped here. He's got 12 magic stick charges, so he can certainly keep fighting. He's got a time lock to do if he wanted to try and keep up, but seems it not worth. Mid lane is being won by Sumail right now, but not super dominantly or anything. Wish making sure to pull the creeps with him when he goes to the water rune. Something that very few times I've played mid. I realized, how do these mids feel comfortable going for these water runes so often? You got to pull the creep wave with you.
Yep. Oh.
Jumping over, they go into the support this time around. The ink swell is going to do a ton of damage. Now he does have a nuke coming up. He can throw it out. He'll get a good amount of damage on it. Mickey didn't even kill Mickey here. No time walk up for him, and he gets bursted down. He had magic wand charges, but he didn't pop it. I don't think he expected the double edge to come up that fast.
Yeah, no points return. Just maxed out W. So much burst. Double edge, 180 plus 80% strength. So yeah, like 200 damage. Double edge stun, double edge. That's
how many charges did Mickey have on his wand? 6 charges. Okay, so 5 before.
There was a weird hesitation when he went for the line, though. You saw that, right? Where he just kind of backed off for a step.
I think he was afraid. I think he thought that maybe Impale was up.
Yeah.
Or something.
It was still on cooldown, fortunately. But nice kill from Brame. I think that for Liquid to take this, it's really going to have to be the Sumail show. The first blood gave him the null. He's out to a nice start middle. But will he be able to get kills? Coil's ready. He will be going for that Witchblade build that Yopaj has popularized.
Do you feel like you see a difference in Liquid and how they play or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I mean Sumail's standing in for Boxy, so.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Kyle. That's very. I mean, as a whole, is Liquid playing different because they have Sumail in this mid role and Koifa in the off lane? Or do you feel like it's still the same general Liquid game plan as they're running down Skylar?
It doesn't feel like anything's changed. I think that maybe the Razor would have been more of a Boxy hero. But other than that, I'd say it's pretty standard.
You see Koifa keeping his distance because he knows the Lions around here as well. So does a nice job of that. Really good read. That was a sick one. The kick is still going to be able to land, and they'll still get the kill onto the line.
You know, this being in Europe, I've become more of a football fan, and that's the sort of thing. You know, it didn't score a goal, but that was a good cross. You know, that was well defended. Unfortunately, he dies anyway. What? I don't know if that was planned. It looks planned.
Middle tower is under
That's
attack.
nuts.
That is pretty insane. Great read. But yeah,
Radiant structures.
nothing really changes for him. He still dies. The exorcism was used in the mid lane. They're gonna coil this death prop and kick him out. That's the Taiga specialty right there. Sumail, he's played with some great fours, but I would say Taiga is one of the most well-experienced Earth Spirits in the world, and also plays with a lot of huck.
They are feeling themselves now, and actually, I take back what I said. If this is a Boxy Liquid, I don't even know if it's a Koifa puck, right?
Yeah,
it might be Mickey.
Puck. Yeah.
Or Boxy, exactly. But Sumail, he'll ask for this last pick. He's such a fan of the hero. Definitely his style, and the support duo. It's getting spooky.
They have so many every single hero of theirs combos with Inkswell. So Insania is going to have a fun time with this game, I think.
This is the Liquid style. Like, oh my god, more spells.
Chronosphere, the roll-in actually does land right as the Chronosphere falls. He did the delayed rock drop.
This is the Liquid style, right? Like, the two supports running around the map, all 3 cores able to lane themselves, and yeah, there isn't like some natural huge timing spike or synergy. They're just going to kill you over and over and over.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Brame's very clear timing, right? Yeah. Like we've got big team fight on these guys.
Yep. Battle Fury is the build. It's going to be all about survivability. You got Oracle DP, one of the best combos. Like the build, this is one of the reasons I think Death Prophet mid should come back. The change to Crypt Swarm, max mana cost went from 160 to 125, and they took 0.37 seconds as well off the backswing. So it's way more efficient as a farming tool, specifically for mid Death Prophets. You can actually clear stacks efficiently now.
in previous patch, they made the casting animation better as well.
Yeah.
It shoots out like instantly when you click it. It feels great.
That's another one. You look back at, try playing Death Prophet a few patches back. That was painful.
3 to 10. 1,000 net worth lead for Liquid right now. And you'd see a decent amount of that is the difference between the puck and the Death Prophet.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, that Witchblade is going to be big. Nice stacks from Sumail.
See, 700 gold from kills and assists. That's where the extra gold comes in. He's got a haste rune as well, so look for another attempted kill on the horizon. Whether or not that actually works, we'll have to see.
Attack.
Stampede is coming up, so it may help some people out.
Radiant
Skylark
are scanning.
having the worst laning phase of all three games here. And now they're going to pop the Exorcism and make sure Koifa does not get away here. Surely they have a stun or something to kick out Koifa. He's going to be good. Taiga puts his body on the line and TP'd out successfully as well. Sick combo.
Yo,
Well
he
done.
better get some tips. Koifa, that's the wrong person. Wish did what he was supposed to do. Your boy just saved you. That was sick from Taiga. The roll and kick away, recognizing that the Lion CCs are still down, and he just teleports out in front of him. No Yules on Wish, so easy peasy.
Panel, if you're listening and you do get Koifa, be sure to ask about that moment. Why'd you tip Wish over Taiga? There's a bit of all chatting going on as well.
Taiga's what, like 11.5K player?
Yeah.
This is par for the course. If he didn't save him there, he'd be disappointed, but you don't get praised for making a normal play.
Catching Taiga. He goes in, and they do manage to quickly kill Spartan before Wish can show up here. The Lion is still sticking around and does run into the puck there for a second, but he's got to be careful. The coil is still here from the puck. He's going to throw it out now. Jumps the other side right as the impale is used. The Inkswell's not even needed as they kill the second support. Omni Slash now going on to Insania, bounces over, Taiga kicks him away in a, get away from me. I don't want this Omni Slash.
That could have worked. It was close. It just stuck with him. Sumail is certainly feeling himself. That's a very early Witchblade timing. And the one downside of the support duo is that you pretty much just feed a puck. You know, you get coiled, you get clicked, you're gonna die.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Even more so in this patch than others, right? Where you've got the Witchblade as added damage on the puck. Your combo doesn't kill him, then just a single right click adds like almost a 300 damage nuke in there.
Yep. Thing to note though is that the Mickey Void went for a Mask of Madness, whereas Focus is rushing a Battle Fury. So yeah, it's a gold lead for Liquid, but they're investing in the now. Brame looking later for their power spike.
So for you to judge Liquid's game as being like successful, you would need them to like take some towers soon or something like that, right? If you're investing in the now, you want to see now outcomes.
The trouble is that their draft really doesn't take towers naturally. It's about, you know, we'll get 3-4 kills.
Yeah.
We'll click the towers 5. That's their MO.
Yeah, they essentially have to kill and kill and kill. And maybe get a tower. You see that reflected in just the kill score, 4 and 12. Yule Scepter for the Death Prophet, that'll be really big. Brame stacking more than they were the previous two games. They're actually kind of keeping pace with Liquid.
Sona is also just newly hit 6. Love
Zania, they're gonna spot him. The silence goes out first. Now the Inkswell, Taiga. Oh, the stampede away. Run, 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 run. He's gonna be able to dodge some of that. But Koifa's there on the other side to try and catch up. Sumail is pushing out some damage onto Wish right now. He gets purged off, so the Witchblade not gonna do as much. Brame didn't pop Exorcism or anything, just the stampede, so it's not like they blew anything massive. Skylark, what's he doing on this side? They've got a Chronosphere if they want to try and keep him in place. Allies are making their way over. But Mickey, he doesn't feel the need to. They've got the coil, that's good enough.
Sumail now with a Blink Dagger. Thought he was considering buying bots. Seen Abed do that a few times, just play map control. But taking the more active route. And Yeah, it's a tough game for Brame. Like, their team fight's great, but they don't really have any initiation or
Radiant's
true
middle
catch.
tower is under
Stomina
attack.
is 0-4-2, not
Dire's
having a good time
structures
at
are
all,
fortified.
and there's a Puck Earth Spirit constantly hunting him.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Keep coming in from Skylight. They're gonna
Radiant's
see that.
middle tower is under
Nice
attack.
attacks. Taiga, he's tanky, no doubt, especially with the raindrops there, but it's still a finger of death. Put him in the grave.
We got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him, and we got a Battle Fury
Radiant's top
too. So
tower
that's
is
complete
under
for the
attack.
Juggernauts. Their big tower's still up.
Dire are scanning.
So this timing, not too bad. Not too bad for Brame at all.
Yep. An
Radiant's
immediate
top
triple
tower
ancient stack
has
that always
fallen.
does feel good. The big downside is just that, again, they'll have the blink on Centaur. That's up next. 50 gold away. Just how do you take fights? That's the big concern. Oh, whoa.
Sumail's here with the double damage. That's why Mickey pulls the trigger in an instant. And now, okay, we're not the double damage. That'll certainly help you out here, but Skylar gets in some trouble. He gets run down by the time a quick combination. So it does make it a head off to Sumail. He's getting quite low on Spartan. He's not able to do quite enough damage, which doesn't want to be able to break the coil. This is going to get the explode stuff out of here. The coil is finally phased, pushing back up with a fragilely healed up Death Prophet. But unfortunately,
Radiant's
can't
middle
stick
tower
on
has
anybody.
fallen.
They lose the mid tower in the process. Kyle, this is getting real dark and gloomy now for Brame. Liquid playing it. All right, we definitely got to ask him. I feel like there's history between Koifa and Wish or something. There's something going on here for sure.
Did they tip him in the last game?
When we were talking about the Taiga tip,
Yeah.
that's the last time they tip him, but I don't remember tipping in the previous game now.
Neither do I. Huh. This is the heat map you love to
scanning.
see. Just an extension of the mid lane. Sumail asserting dominance across his domain. Now with bots about to be en route, Liquid, the slaughter will not stop. This is the game plan. Control
Dire's
enemy
top
jungle,
tower
control
is under
vision,
attack.
and just kill these Brame supports specifically. It is near impossible to play Lion at this stage because you just
Dire's top
can't
tower is
live.
under attack.
Anything on top of you, you're forced to spam spells just to buy a little bit of space. A Juggernaut with the Battle Fury Rush, you can't help. You're just farming for a
Dire's
couple
top
more
tower
items
is
before you
under
really want to get
attack.
involved. At least level 2 Omni Slash is a necessity.
The bottom lane here. It's the finger of death. It's not quite up. He needs 15
Dire's
seconds.
top
If they
tower
had it,
has
they
been
could
denied.
try and go for this kill. It'd still be a bit difficult. He's got 1,500 HP, closer to 1,700 when he moves over to strength.
I like the build a lot. I think if he goes Battle Fury, he can't be nearly as active. That kill on Jug certainly doesn't happen.
Yeah.
The Maelstrom into the Sange for the status resist. You really don't die as Void in this game if you just live through that stun lock.
Oh, Mickey's gonna come back. Now they can go. Skylark spotted for a moment. They've already thrown up the stun. Impale follow-up, and the finger of death isn't enough. Yeah, they got him. They got him indeed. The Hex was there at the end. So a big kill that Brame was very, very patient to be able to get with the rest of Liquid. They want revenge, and they have immediately found Wish. No hope for him to get out of this one alive. Focus does manage to bring down Insanity with the Omni Slash. He's got to spin TP out, though, to survive.
It's very odd. Wish had a Yols up that entire time, just didn't cast it.
Gather round.
Might not have saved him, but it could have helped.
Corner by himself, Sumail reading the Impale incoming. Managed to phase shift that, but nothing will really come of his initiation.
Radiant's
Skylark
middle
actually kind of
tower
wants to
is
go
under
back
attack.
in. He's got the heal from the Oracle anyway.
Yeah, you can see the Liquid situation is definitely solid, but Brame are very much in this game. Liquid, like, they have to be in this position if they want to win.
Yeah.
They need a significant kill lead. They need map control because they don't have any natural method of ending the game. There's no huge spike. It's just our heroes will get farmed, we'll kill you, we'll buy more items. Meanwhile, Brame, the BKB window on Death Prophet,
Invisibility.
Radiant's
Juggernaut
middle
getting
tower is under
more
attack.
levels of Omni Slash and continuing to scale faster because of that Battle Fury purchase. He's neck and neck with
Dire are
Mickey
scanning.
and has now surpassed him. We'll look to see him expand on that lead.
Insania, depending on your perspective, either wrong place, wrong time, or right place, right time. He breaks the 4-man smoke, but he does lose his life and his ward.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Probably saves Mickey there, though. So we'll call it worth. Whenever I see a 5-position die alone, they broke a smoke, they placed a ward, you know what?
Worth.
Value.
You wish you didn't lose your ward, but
Yeah, the ward hurts.
They love
The
you.
ward hurts. They're thinking about mid. They do have the kill potential.
all right. So Kyle, speaking of this draft specifically, you're saying Liquid. They need a way to be able to find more objectives. The biggest one is Roshan. How are they able to do that? Because their lineup
kill
is
the other
team.
He just
kill
killed
them over.
Radiant
Okay.
are scanning.
Just kill them, lol.
That has seemed to be the game 3 Liquid strat a lot of the time, is just, you know, they, Aiden and I have spoke many times, rule number 1 of Dota 2 drafting, gotta have stuns. Last game, not enough
Was
stuns.
that not a Han rule?
Prize.
That was, yeah, it was Han. It goes
Okay.
back in the game. You gotta have stuns. You don't not have stuns.
X12 may not want to be able to step to Koifa. He is getting low, though. The X's are doing a lot of damage. They do manage to bring him down. Liquid, they did not have enough to back him up, or maybe they didn't expect Brame, all 5 of them, to be at this bottom tier 2. But Brame is saying, no, you're not taking any tier 2s for free.
Well, Liquid, they don't have the team fight. They have the skirmish. You can't go on a Death Prophet when you don't see the Oracle, especially if his ult's already running. Doesn't matter how much you lock him down, those ghosts are still going to be dealing damage.
Now, what if the Exorcism is gone? What if you initiate on somebody else, the Silence, into the X-Wall stun, and a 3-man Chronosphere? That's going to be a lot. The Juggernaut is still survived thanks to the Fate's Edict, but now a Bash comes into the right moment, turn around, stun, a 2-man set with the Omni slots, allowed to be able to go off his bounce and over, but ultimately he dies without getting a kill. Earth Spirit's low, though, and it looks like Wish should be able to pick up that one, but the Coil is going to make sure the Centaur's not going anywhere. Mickey rushing in to the left, Dreamleague joining him with the Inkswell stun onto 2. They've locked a bolt down with the support dead. It's just Wish. He bought back for that, right? Or did he?
No.
Okay.
But he did not have
5 men.
Exorcism, so that's how Liquid do it, right? They bait Koifa. Did Koifa buy back? No, he just respawned. Okay,
Just respawned.
That was just 4 on 5, pretty much. Yeah, but they wait
Radiant's middle
or
tower
bait
is
the
under
Exorcism by throwing a body at it, and a great chrono from Mickey. You see him immediately identify, oh, I got Oracle too, and they kill off Oracle first. Jug gets Omni off, but wasn't able to spit. Didn't drop Healing Ward during it.
Yeah, he got so low, he was just like,
Yeah.
I have to get off this Omni Slash, and it just
That was
meant
that.
he had no HP when he came back.
Stona did not get off his finger either. Does have the Philly Stone though, so should have Blink up shortly. But so far, it's just the Sumail show. 904, Ags on the way, 500 gold off. He is feeling himself, and at this level of farm, especially with that Arcane Rune bottle, like he can just straight up take over this game at this point.
And you said Liquid, their lineup just comes down to kill. Skylark, he spotted him. He's over there. Mickey's gonna jump to the other side, but the damage has already been done. He's been caught by the coil, so you can see Stoneman. He just says, my Centaur is dead. I'm gonna make sure I stay alive. Liquid, they finally may have killed enough to be able to take a tier 2.
Dire structures
And
are
they are
fortified.
in a very strong position now. Koifa has his BKB. Mickey again finding the cloak, man. That is such a good item in a game like this, or the shawl. When you already have so much base armor, thanks to being an
Radiant's
agility
bottom
hero,
tower
a
has
free
fallen.
25% magic resist is pretty nuts.
Combine that with the status resistance he has from the Sanj, he can very fearlessly just time lock in like he did against that Centaur. He seemed to not care at all if there was alliance.
It's also super fair. You have bashes or
top
magic
tower
damage,
is under
and the
attack.
Maelstrom procs. So even a little bit of spell lamps, not bad.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
SNY complete now for the Juggernaut. The problem is Liquid's getting enough kills that the Void is staying ahead of the Juggernaut despite the Battle Fury build.
Yep. It's the Sumail, well, the puck factor. The fact that they got so many kills to start. There's the BKB on the DP, but Liquid, their strength in this game is pace.
All right. That same ward caught them before, so Smart knew about it, but Liquid making sure to protect their vision.
Brame, if Brame, or rather Liquid, was willing to take a fight more revolutionary war style, you know, line up and walk at us, that'd be Brame's, they'd be happy with that. But they're not giving it to him. It's just constant pickoffs in and out. Brame want an opportunity to land a couple stuns, pop the DPL to Omni, like
Radiant's
a
middle tower
controlled
is under
fight
attack.
in as small of an area as possible. Liquid want to use as much space as they can get.
And that guerrilla warfare becomes more and more deadly as Brame become more desperate to be able to get out on the map and be able to find some farm somewhere. Right now it feels like the triangle is the only place that's safe for them.
Yep.
Gonna go Scotty, third item for Focus.
The game gets very spooky now though because of that Ags on Puck. It's the reason this hero still is dominant across and picked in all regions. There's really just nothing to answer this coil.
Cane Rune for Sumail as well with his level 18. This is a huge power spike, and Liquid immediately are going to smoke up and use it.
Chrono's ready.
They don't have Koifa, but he's on his way.
He's going to show mid.
They have the new Inkswell shard. Doesn't quite get given out right away. Goes over to Taiga, and he does mental land into the Juggernaut, who silenced up for a second. Focus, he'll be okay, but their supports may not be so lucky. Actually, a Stampede does get him away, and Liquid, they say that's great. They popped Stampede, they popped Exorcism. If we just get out, that's a win.
Really heads up by Liquid. Again, just play around the cooldowns. Don't take a fight into a prepared Brame. Poke and prod him. Get the cooldowns. Get out. Liquid, they're not running on a clock. Like, they're always ready to go. Low CDs on all spells. And now they can freely take Roche. Yes, Chronosphere, but he didn't use it. That's their ace in the hole.
It feels like in some ways Brame should have been more aggressive there. Like when they pop BKB, Exorcism, and Stampede, like, now it's not the time to back away from a fight. Now's the time to take one.
Yeah, they did catch a really nice silence on Mickey. I thought they might turn for him there. If they can go for, like, there's no save for the Void. If they take him out, yes, Sumail's damage can be annoying, but it's not enough to kill anybody. It's
they're already on the other side of the map. As they were joining Roshan, they went fishing for kills, and they got a big one, boy. Focus.
Know your place.
Lost focus, lost his life. Mickey, oh, no bash.
Bashed immediately afterwards.
That's how it goes. Courier hunting. Don't think they'll find it.
You can see Brame, they're just trying to find any farm they can. The Centaur and his Oracle Spartan, he's just chilling out in the triangle, taking this farm away from them. Things get dicey, they can blink and Stampede away. But in the meantime, they don't have a way
Dire are scanning
to hold areas against Liquid's constant incursion.
Yeah, the builds, like Taiga has Hood Vanguard. It's just, they recognize Brame's damage is
Radiant's middle tower is under
somewhat
attack.
limited. It's really reliant on cooldowns, the Omni Slash, the DP ult, so this allows them to play just insanely aggressive. I feel like we've seen nearly every fight start with a Taiga roll.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Stampede, but the coil's there. They'll immediately kick him out of it to make sure it snaps. And Shdomanen on the other side of the map is also caught. Mickey will collect that kill as well. So another 2 freebies for Liquid as they now sitting at 13,000 net worth lead. They've got the outpost. They've got the rest of these tier 2s to take.
You can see the smiles on Cam too. They're feeling themselves. Definitely feeling confident. They still are just holding on to this Chrono. Aegis as well on Mickey. So now it's just a matter of collecting towers.
Constantly healing up Focus preemptively here, but he's been silenced so many times. The Chronosphere is going to be used here. They're going to start zapping away on his damage. The Ghost is going to land shortly after, but he does manage to get the spin off first. But a healing ward, it doesn't keep him alive. Mickey doesn't fit too much damage. They don't have a buyback for him, so Liquid is looking like Elena Barracks now as Mickey just casually jumps in, gets off the time dilation. They actually wanted to be able to jump in onto Sumail, but Sumail dodged the damage. He dodged the hoof stomp. Shdomanen doesn't get off the Hex in time. He turns around, throws it onto Taiga with the Exorcism. Maybe enough to actually kill Mule Scepter to prevent him from being able to dodge away, but it doesn't matter. The reinforcements are here and Taiga's fine. It's Brame. We're gonna fall apart. Ultra kill for Koifa. Welcome to the off lane, buddy. It's Mickey.
Radiant's
What is
middle
this, their
barracks
OG
are under
impersonation? What's going on here?
Radiant's courier.
They're gonna pay for this one, or are they? How did they all survive? These guys don't kill out of that.
Radiant's middle barracks.
All I can say is welcome back, Sumail. It's been a while,
Radiant's middle
but
tower
it's
is under attack.
it is a pleasure to watch him play
Radiant structures
on fire
are
this game.
fortified.
The whole team really, just cliche, but firing on all cylinders, no real individual mistakes. I don't think Brame has played a bad game or a bad series by any means. Just outmatched in this one. All downhill after that first blood skirmish.
Here I am.
No, the downside, you know, TA, much more active, way more threat. You have to play around a Death Prophet much differently, and Wish definitely was kind of controlling the tempo in the previous two, but here, just when you fall, when your team's behind on a Death Prophet, like, I just don't really know what you can do. Still has this mid-tier 1 standing even. Tier 3 items still available for Radiant. They don't have any of the 4 available because they just can't find jungle camps.
Give the gem to Mickey. That's how confident they are that he can just go in at any time. 3,300 HP on him.
Radiant's top tower is under
Aegis
attack.
will expire, so Brame can still try and take a fight soon. Gotta wait for Exorcism first. He's gonna go for it quite.
Axe Coil is actually just way too
Radiant's
good.
top tower is falling.
4-second stun pierces the BKB. 700 break damage before spell amp. No wonder this hero is good. 6, oh my god. 8 seconds. 8 seconds.
There goes the Aegis.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Brame, how
Radiant's
do
top
they
tower is falling.
crack open this Liquid offense? Feels like they gotta get they gotta somehow catch Insania and Sumail, right? Those are the heroes that actually can get 100 to 0.
You should have known better.
Radiant's top barracks
That's
are
a lot
under
easier
attack.
said than done, though.
It almost looks like they want them. They're like, okay, you can have top lane of barracks, but when you rotate over to bottom, that's when we're gonna take that team fight. But Liquid has actually been playing cautiously. They smoked up, played on the triangle. Now they're gonna head back in.
Radiant's top barracks are under
Yeah,
attack.
quite far with Axe up, just murdering the racks.
Oh no, they're
Radiant's
Master
top
being back.
barracks has fallen. Radiant's top
too
barracks
late.
has fallen.
I'm a little bit befuddled there, Kyle.
What can you do though, Cap?
Yeah.
It's easy to call mistakes with no fog of war, but this map is very dark for Brame. They're trying to keep the lights on, but the sun is setting on their chances.
I'm just not sure. Is that a fog of war thing?
They don't see them.
They were hitting,
Look, they don't see
They're hitting
anything.
top lane of barracks. Did you think they were gonna stop?
They looked like they were going to stop.
All right.
Making
Under attack.
Oh no.
That's a good kill.
But now they're going to run away.
Okay, the Stampede managed to get in front of Taiga here. Wish catches up. 2 supports potentially dying in this. No, they're actually going to try and turn this with the Chronosphere onto 3. They're going to go for the kill. Oh, that's a lot of damage, but the Oracle managed to save out Wish. He's going to be okay on the Death Prophet now with the Hex on to make it. Oh, he takes it off. He time walks away. So much of the damage being undone there. Wish, he's limping away back to base as best as possible. Skylark hits a really good stun. Taiga, he's chasing after them as best as possible. Yield Scepter going off, but Wish survives for a second. Not a second more.
Double ult for Koifa.
Immediately a bash focus. Turns, but the silence, it's not going to last long enough for them to do much to make it. It's just so damn tanky, but maybe Skylark, he jumps in, will stop it again. They do not have the damage to deal with Mickey. And it's looking like the GGs are being announced bit by bit.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Spinning away. Their best hope at this point is somehow lure Liquid into the fountain. Maybe Mickey will take them up on that. A 2-man impale, that's a pretty good one. And actually managed to save him from some dagger as well. So the Lion is going to be able to stay alive. Mickey Opting to try and go back in, but to keep their distance. Not allowing that Inkswell to be able to go through. Skylark is going to be able to catch. Oh, the Soulblind catches him before Skylark can jump forward. Immediately, the chat wheel lines go out. Insania, they know where he is thanks to the Phantom's embrace. Placed onto focus. The Brame. They're not going to be able to keep chasing, apparently, and Sumail is going to make sure they don't feel comfortable doing so.
That was they hit him with the fake GG. Now you can't type GG because that ends the game. You know, rules are you type, you call GG, it's over. But if you voice line GG, that does not end the game. But it does bait Liquid into the fountain. Their nemesis. That's a Galaxy Brain play.
Galaxy Brain.
You know, find a way to win. That's the name of the game. This is a big series.
This is where it all turns around.
They bought themselves one more fight. No Taiga. Liquid's cocky. They're tipping each other. Yeah, you can see it. This is a fight.
Taiga inside of the fountain. Absolutely brilliant anti-Geeky play. Incredible.
And now they're laughing at themselves. Skylark is not enjoying this game.
No. I think Spartan is either, but Wish. Still have an Essence ring. Skylark comes forward, stomps up Koifa. They do immediately stop mid-game when he jumps in. Problem still being they don't have the damage to really threaten him. Wish is going to push with his exorcism, but he's having a hard time with it as Koifa's already run down Skylark. Now he's draining away as well. He's going down the mountain, and Koifa, he's going to go ahead, complete that fountain time. Gets him in the end. It's laboratory chronosphere. GG is finally forced as Liquid will take it 2-1. They do drop that one game, but ultimately Sumail on his way back ends the series, his first series back 15-0 in 16.